Hello guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. It's your boy here, John Morntez, and we are back to business today. Today we have a lot of topics to talk about, and I have my two guests here. As usual, we have Chacha, we have Justus here, and we want to dive into a lot of things have been happening. We have Man City title race here. Yesterday, you guys saw what happened. We have Arsenal story here. Halaand has really surprised people. Lampard, we also want to talk about a little bit about Lampard. Then we also want to talk about top 4 battle. It's really interesting. Premier League is becoming more of entertaining of late, and things are really happening. Relegation battle also is really interesting. I hope Chelsea will not fall into this. Probably. Chacha doesn't want to hear that topic. So, welcome, and I want to ask you guys, if you know you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscription button. Don't forget to click that notification bell so each and every time you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. To our subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for your continuous support. Without you, we could not be able to reach where we are at the moment. So smash a like on the video. Don't forget to leave your comment. Let's start. Chacha, I will start with you today. Man City, we saw what Man City did yesterday to Arsenal. It was really entertaining game, I hope. And do you think that game has already determined who will win the title? Because at the moment you see Man City with the points they have currently, and the games remaining, they have 2 games in hand. They are 73 points. As they are Arsenal are above them with only 2 points. That means if they win their 2 games in hand, they will be ahead of Arsenal. Or you still think Arsenal have a chance of winning it, because a game not yet played, you cannot determine it. What is your thought on this?
Okay, my observation maybe from the Premier League table. And you know what we are talking about here is Pep and his team. Already I guess I can say Arsenal has lost the battle, because if you check their previous matches, they have only won once, and
in their last
3 draws and 1 lose. So I think that trend really tells us that they are not in a good position to battle for this title. And if you check Man City's last 5 matches, they have won all the matches, and they still have 2 matches in hand. So that tells Pep that he still has that opportunity to clinch that title. So for me, I really see Arsenal out of that.
Because you're the one who predicted Arsenal might win.
Yeah, I was very sure about Arsenal winning, but what I said was that match against Liverpool would really mean a lot, and you saw they drew. Then next with I don't know West Ham, they drew again. So that really punished, because there they lost 4 points plus the other draw that they had now at 6 points. So if maybe they had won those 3 matches that they lost, currently they could be at 81. So even if Man City had to apply more pressure and whatever in intense, I don't think they could be in a position to overtake Arsenal. But you see now they missed at that point, so it's a goodbye to them.
Just as Man City, it's really surprising. Pep,
very to me, I can say it's not surprising. It was actually expected. Arsenal were to bottle the league. Man
they were
City,
underdogs,
they were underdogs. And this is Man City, this is Pep team. And with Pep Guardiola and with the Premier League, it is not over until it's over. Yes, you cannot predict. You cannot just say that Arsenal have won the league. We still have 10 games, 6 games to go. So, according to my opinion, what I can say is the only way Arsenal can win this league is if Pep decides to bottle the remaining games, of which we know it's impossible. I don't see Man City losing any of their upcoming fixtures. If it is worse, maybe a draw against maybe Brighton, maybe away to Brentford, they might have trouble. But to be honest, with the way Man City are playing, with the squad that they have, the new formation that Pep has come up with, it's like not a back 3, it's not a back 5.
People
understanding it, yeah, you have to keep guessing, you know.
have to keep
But
guessing
with that formation, with that formation, with everything, to be sincerely speaking, I don't think Arsenal will be able to win this title. I think Man City, they are clear. Yeah.
Man City at the moment, Chacha, Man City at the moment, they are in FA Cup final. Champions League, they are facing Real Madrid in the next couple of days. Now it seems like they are now in control of Premier League. Where do you see Man City ending this season? 3 trophies, or they will battle some?
Let me say that okay, you know how much that has not yet been played. You can't really because you know, maybe you don't know how Manchester will be prepared. I mean, Manchester United will be prepared for that FA Cup final.
Yes.
And you know, if you see Ten Hag, how that guy is a bit determined and very focused.
True.
So he might be preparing worse for Manchester City.
Yeah,
you don't know what.
Yes.
I mean, if you check that how Ten Hag is managing his team, is more or less how Pep manages his team. So these are 2 coaches who will really battle for it. So for me, I don't say that Man City are sure about it. Then on the Champions League, I'm not so sure if Manchester City will be able to take away Real Madrid, because Madrid has been so much into Champions League than any other competition. Maybe the Club World Cups again. So for me, I see Madrid beating Man City, because for now they are not in that race of La Liga. I don't see them taking that trophy. So they must do their best to carry the Champions League. So for me, I'm not so sure of saying Manchester City taking that. So maybe now if they use that energy and whatever thing it is to fight for the Premier League, but I see them taking the Premier League. So for me, that's the story. I'm not so sure about those other 2 trophies.
What are you seeing where Man City is ending this, Justus? Because
Yes.
they are dangerous. You don't even know what Pep can do. Pep can do literally anything at the moment.
What I can say about this Man City team, let's first dwell on Champions League.
Yeah.
You know, with Champions League, what I usually say is, as much as you play good football, you have been there. Experience and also good luck. You also need good luck in Champions League. You need good luck so that you can be able to carry the trophy home. With Man City, we've seen recently they haven't been having that good luck. They've been playing good football, but you see them bottling maybe at the final against Chelsea, the semi-final against Real Madrid. What happened? You saw Rodrigo scoring, I think it was a last-minute goal to take them to extra time. Now, to be sincerely honest, first of all, Pep, yes, as much as he wants to win the Champions League with Manchester City, it's not one of his worries or troubles. He's just there. He's happy to be, like you always say, he'll be there. He's just happy to be there in the competition. So, with the way City are playing, with their current form, with their squad, with just the way they are playing their football, they love their football. To be honest, as much as luck and experience comes into play when we talk about Champions League, I see Man City beating Real Madrid this time. This season I see Man City beating Real Madrid. As much as Real Madrid has been in the competition, it's their competition, they have the experience, but with the way Man City are playing, and also the home and away factor will play a huge role, because if I might say this, if the first leg will start at Etihad, let me not lie to you. Pep will make sure that by that first leg, they will make sure that they have a huge advantage, like the way they did with Bayern Munich. They made sure that they had a good goal advantage, so that when they went away, you don't have that pressure to maybe try and outsmart your team and everything. So what I can say is, I'm not writing Real Madrid off, because it's Real Madrid. It's Real Madrid, but this season I'm with Man City. I think Man City is going all the way to the final. Now in the finals, that's when we know how it will play. Yeah, I cannot just say they will win because you never know these Serie A teams. You know, you don't know how they'll play in the finals. There, you never know. So that's what I can say about Man City and the Champions League. But when we come to the FA Cup, we can also say yes. I know I'm a Manchester United fan. Yeah, I wish the best for Man U and everything, but that game will be a tough one. You know, it will be a tough game, but also we do not know what will happen in that game. But in the Premier League, to be honest, I think Man City have clinched the Premier League. But with the FA Champions League, it's still there's still something there. Yeah.
Okay, that one drives us to the next point. Arsenal have led, I think, from the beginning of the season until now. They are still leading it, although we know Man City is now in control of it.
Yes.
Do you guys think this was the best Arsenal season, Judge? Because surprisingly, no one expected Arsenal to be here. No one. Even if you look how many people predicted top 4, Arsenal was not near even top 4. What do you think Arsenal season this season?
You know, let me give an example. If somebody brings you a nice meal here, it's your favorite, then this person ties your mouth and your hands. You don't eat, you're just seeing it there. You can imagine how you feel, even if that food is there. So, for me, what I can say would be a best season for Arsenal if they were fighting for top 4 and they managed to be there. But you see now Arsenal was kind of sure they are taking the Premier League title.
Yes.
And now at the end, they are giving it to Manchester City.
Yes.
So for me, I see this as their worst. Not really that I'm not putting it so bad that they performed poorly in that worst. But what I'm saying is they have that bad feeling. They were almost taking the Premier League title and now they have lost it at the end. So it will be very sad for them. So for me, this is the worst.
It's interesting because Arsenal really surprised people. For me, according to me, I thought as much as they have lost it at the moment, it was their best season.
Yes, of course they must celebrate because now they have that chance to play the Champions League. They have been in exile for long.
Yeah.
So they must celebrate. Of course, they have to celebrate that top 4 and managing to be in the Champions League for next season.
Yeah.
But that losing the Premier League title, and remember they have been for so long without seeing
and the driving
driving the league.
It's so painful.
It's so painful. I know the feelings.
Yes.
How do you rate this Justus Arsenal season?
First of all, let me just give them some credit. Arsenal, considering how they have been performing in the previous seasons, with Arteta trying to build a squad, trying to have a young squad, trying to build them so that they be fit for Premier League, challenging for the Premier League title. Okay, what I can say is this: to them there is some positivity. There is we can say that they've tried a lot. They've built their team. They've understood. They have understood how they play and everything.
What is expected?
Yeah, what is expected of them, they've done it right.
Yeah.
But now the issue is this: at the end of the season, a team will be judged based on how many trophies do you own, which competition did you win, and all that. Now, bottling the league, I can say this: us, as we have fans from a very long time ago, we know yes, it was not going to be easy for Arsenal to win the league. Yeah, but they've been in the driving seat for a very long time.
Actually, from the beginning of the season until now.
Yeah, until now they've been at the driving seat. They just had one job. They just had one job, like contain West Ham, contain Southampton, just get good results, and the City game, even though they would have lost it, it would be okay. But what I can say about Arsenal is this: I can't say it's their worst season, but I can just say it has been a fair season for them. I can't even also say good, because you can't say you have had a good season or a best season and you have no trophy. You have no trophy to show.
You only have Champions League football to play.
You see, you only have Champions League football to play. Even so anyone can play Champions League football.
So then Newcastle is going to play Champions League.
Newcastle will play Champions League football.
And maybe they might be thoroughly beaten in the group stage.
Yeah, we never know. You see, we're not ganging up on Arsenal, but we're just saying we can't say they have had their best season or a good season. It has been a fair season, but we can see that there is some improvement. It's a progress on Arteta's squad, on Arteta's side. So what I can say is we'll wait for next season. We see whether this is it true that Arsenal finally are they becoming a good team, or was it just a one season wonder? This team
like Leicester City,
this season, like Leicester City, they carried the league, now they're battling relegation. So what I can say is that Arsenal have, so far they've had a fair season, but who are we to say the league has ended?
We never know.
You never know. Maybe the Premier League you never know. You are in for knee, but considering it's Man City, I can say just like that they've had a fair season.
You brought a nice point with Arsenal. Arsenal have been driving this seat for a while. And what do you think was the cause of this downfall? Because they started well. Now there were 8 points. They were eliminated in the Europa football. Most people thought that one was opportunity for them now to focus on Premier League. Where do you think is the downfall of this? Where is it coming from? Because we can't speak of injury. If you were to speak of injury crisis affecting Arsenal, I don't know what Chelsea fans will say. I don't know what Tottenham fans will say about their injury crisis. If you are talking, what is the cause of this downfall for Arsenal? Chacha, where do you see Arsenal have lost it?
I think it's what we call losing the sight of a gazelle for a dashing squirrel. They say they were in a position to proceed in the Europa. They were on the Premier League. The Europa. I guess these guys just left Europa peacefully. In that, back in mind, they're talking of fighting for Premier League. They wanted to focus on the Premier League. Now when they want to focus on the Premier League is when they lose their focus. So I think these draws that they had is where they lost that focus, and that is what has punished them. They have to accept that. Maybe now if they build a team for next season, as they always say.
Just as well, they lost it. Because
what I can say about Arsenal, first of all, I'll blame in the Europa League. I'll blame the squad selection that Arteta went through against Sporting. That squad selection, Saka was benched, Odegaard was benched,
almost Partey was benched.
Partey was also benched. The squad that started in that game, when you look at it, it wasn't I can say it wasn't a winning squad. What they should have done, they should have started with their best players. Make sure within maybe the first half of the game, maybe within the 60th minute, you are ahead. That's when you bring in your substitutes. But what I can say is their choice of the squad in the Europa League, that's one thing, that's what made them lose the focus, and not lose the focus, but lose the competition and get kicked out of the competition. Another thing about Arsenal, I usually say this, we usually tell Arsenal fans don't have a squad depth. They don't have the squad depth that Man City has.
True. Man City is dangerous.
They keep saying that, without Saliba, we cannot play, we are playing badly defensively. Okay, don't get me wrong, Saliba has been one of the best for them this season. But squad depth is another thing that has made them lose this focus. With the Europa League, they had the chance, the biggest opportunity
to win.
Arsenal had the biggest opportunity to win the Europa League. If they would have beaten Sporting, I bet they would have reached the finals.
Because Sporting was eliminated with the was it?
I think Juventus.
Well, Arsenal could have beaten
Arsenal could have won all the way through, but that tendency, like with the Chacha say, we are focusing on the league.
Yeah, they wanted to focus on this.
We wanted that it focus on this. Okay, we understand that you need to rotate the squad. Players need, and you also have to give other players chance to play and everything.
Yeah.
But you have to also understand this is a competition. You're not supposed to worry about what players feel or what. You have to ask them, what are you bringing to the table? Are you playing some good football which will make us advance, place, win the game? So you have to put a winning squad, be it in the FA Cup, be it the Carabao, be it the Europa League. There is no small cup, there is no small trophy.
Every competition
is crucial. You play every competition as a final, and that is what City is doing right now. That's why you see they are playing their best football, because every competition, like you saw, the FA Cup, City playing against Sheffield. They played the best.
Halaand was there.
Grealish was there. Why did they bench Halaand and put maybe someone else there to play in that game? You feel me? So what I can say is that Arsenal, the squad depth and also the squad selection in the Europa League is what cost them, what has made them to become like this. But to be sincere, they need to rebuild. They need to add more players to that squad so that they can be able to battle for titles next season.
For me, if I may share my opinion, I think at the end of the season, if I may add on what you guys have said, I don't think Arsenal were able to cope up with this pressure. It was too much, because if you look Man City, they are used to this. They have been used to this situation. Arsenal, this pressure Man City was giving them. This is their first experience. If you look at the experience of these players, it's a young squad. They have never been in that position. Therefore, this is their first time, and this is their first time in that position. So I think, for me personally, I think if I add on what you guys think, it's a little bit pressure, lack of experience, because the only experienced players who have been in that position, in that team, it's only Zinchenko and Jesus. And Zinchenko and Jesus were not first team players for Pep. Most of the games they played, they were playing as a substitute. So that pressure, they couldn't contain it. And that is where I think they lost it. Immediately after that draw against Liverpool, it seems like everything just fall apart. We are going to the next one. This is really, really interesting, and people have been talking about it. Halaand has now dominated the league. He has turned this league to be his because it's surprising people. Now 49 goals. No one has ever done this in this era. 49 goals in Premier League. Something that seems like unachievable. Most strikers, we have seen the best strikers in the Premier League. Halaand can win Ballon d'Or.
No.
This is the toughest league in the world. And Halaand is dominating it with the 49. Is how many games remaining? And he has a round of 7 games to play yet. He can get over 50 goals in.
Even if he had to score 70 goals, that does not make him win the Ballon d'Or. Remember, there are things they consider. They don't. That's not a top scorer award. It's for the best player award. So I don't think that scoring will make it. Now check on the number of assists he has given. I don't know the tackles and all those. So if you check that and compare to other players, I mean, for how long can he possess a ball? I mean, how can he give the long passes? So the only thing he has is scoring. So he can only be awarded the best. I mean, the top scorer. So, but for the best player, he's nowhere to be seen.
Do you think he's the best striker in the world at the moment?
Indeed, he is. That one I can't. Because the work of the striker is to score. Whether you are tapping or your work is to score. So the moment you score, you are best. And he has proved that. So he is the best. He is the best striker.
Just as how do you see this? Halaand, surprisingly, no one thought he can dominate Premier League. He's dominating it.
What I can say about Halaand is, first of all, he's in a team that supplies him with the ball. assists come from everyone, from De Bruyne, from everyone, and he's a good striker. He's a clinical striker. That's why he always get goals. Not only this season, also next season he's going to dominate because of the way he's clinical, the way he knows how to poach goals, the way the passes, everything. Haaland will still be there. But with the Ballon d'Or, I don't think so. I'll base my argument on the international level. You know, Haaland, he's from Norway. Yeah. You know, Norway doesn't have any progress maybe in the World Cup. They can't win the World Cup.
They didn't even play it.
Yeah, they didn't even play it. You see, first of all, that has ruled him out of the Ballon d'Or. And another thing is, with Haaland, winning so that he can win the Ballon d'Or, he'll need to, start winning competitions like the UEFA Champions League, of which Man City have not yet won, not even one of them. So with Haaland, I can just say that maybe he can win maybe Player of the Year award, the other ones. But with Ballon d'Or, it's only one person. It's only Lionel Messi. I know we love also Ronaldo.
Ronaldo will win it, so
but Lionel Messi,
Ronaldo fanboys is on backstage.
To be honest, I just see Messi. It will be Messi. I don't think any other player will win the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, but it will be Messi. Yeah.
That kind of side, we are getting into this sort of Chacha will not like, and I know he has a lot to say about it. Concerning Chelsea. Chelsea is really surprising people, and I remember this a show here. Basil said that Chelsea might go to relegation. I hope that will not be the case, because in the last 5 games, Chacha, since Lampard was appointed, Chelsea has not got even a point in the last 5. They have been beaten in Premier League. What is this? What is happening here? What do you think Lampard should do to change the situation, because it's becoming worse?
Lampard is under no pressure. He has nothing.
He has nothing to lose.
He has nothing to lose. It's just there. I mean, maybe we say there to be seen that there's a coach or something, but any result, any output, I don't see anything. So he has no pressure. Now, if he was now signed as the coach, not leave alone that caretaker, now the coach, the manager, and he performs that's when he could have that pressure. But now he's just there. It was just I don't know how they I don't know how they sat and agreed on signing Lampard as the caretaker manager. So I don't know what was behind that. I can say he has no pressure. It's just that maybe to finish this season and focus on something else. So he has no pressure.
Because if you look, the games coming next, you wonder, where will Chelsea finish? They are really, really tough. And personally, I don't think management were clinical when sacking Potter. Potter should have stayed.
Well, previously what I said was Chelsea is not even about the coach. Chelsea is about the management. No, let's start with Tuchel. Tuchel was sacked surprising.
Yeah.
People just woke up with news. Breaking news. Why? What news? Then this guy comes with Potter and stays with Potter despite not performing well. Now sacks Potter. He has the management has nothing again. Now they are coming with Lampard. So leave alone the managers. For me, the Chelsea management is what the problem is. Because for me, there's that time you can say even the players motivate themselves, or they carry themselves to perform. They challenge themselves. I've not seen that in Chelsea currently. I usually refer to when we had Tuchel and that selling team with the war happened. I remember them saying, even Harvard said that if he has to use his money to order bus to carry them to where the match is played, he will do that. To me, that was that self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
What makes, and they won the Champions League.
They won the
what
Champions League
makes
that
now
trouble.
they can't make any sacrifice even to win a match. Even not winning, but even scoring, they can't score.
They can't score good. They can't score good. Yeah.
So for me, I guess there's a problem with the management.
Yeah.
Just as what I'm saying about this.
What you can say about Chelsea, it's very simple. First of all, their topmost mistake they made was sacking Tuchel.
True.
You know, the management, I think they weren't like pleased with Tuchel. Maybe they didn't want him at Chelsea. But what they should have done, they should have left Tuchel to finish at least the season, the current season. He had something going on. He had something going on with the team. He was building it. He brought in Bumayang, he brought in Koulibaly, the likes of Koulibaly, the likes of, you know, like he had a plan. They should have just left him, okay, just finish this season. Do what you can do with the squad. Then next season, when you want to change the coach, you can change, because you know when you change the coach, you will start from all the way from pre-season. Another coach will with the team come with his own plans and everything. So it all goes down to that. Why? Yeah, the management.
Actually,
Chacha said, why did they sack Tuchel? It's not that he was not a bad manager. He wasn't losing much at that time.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, there was some negative results, but they weren't as bad as right now. With Potter, signing Potter is another issue. You know, Potter, what I can say is he has never managed a club, let's say, as big as Chelsea. You know, he had success with Brighton, yes. You know, you can't expect that. Like, for example, the coach at Brentford is having some good performance.
Even Brighton itself.
Even Brighton itself. When you bring them to a team that has the pressure of winning titles, pressure of Champions League, pressure, you have to deliver instantly. You know, with clubs like Chelsea, they want to see instant results. You know, like with Abramovich, the way it was, you are not given time. So I can say that signing Potter, that wasn't a good idea, according to me. That wasn't a good idea. So what you can say is they should have stuck with Tuchel, and then they should have gone to the market and search for a new coach. Now I think Pochettino is the favorite candidate. Yeah, but we'll talk about that later on. But so it all goes down to that sacking Tuchel. They shouldn't have done that in the first place. Yes.
Chacha, the next manager in line for Chelsea at the moment, you according to you, I remember this video you said that you'd love to see Luis Enrique, and most of Chelsea fans would love to see Luis Enrique. But now the top candidate who is favorite for winning this position is Pochettino. According to you, do you think it's a good choice? He took Tottenham to Champions League final, I can remember. He won some couple of trophies with PSG. And he did a very good work with Spurs, and he was sacked because of trophies. And I saw you, there's a day you almost killed Basilia because of trophies, and now this is coming to you about a manager with a trophy. Pochettino, do you think Pochettino is will be the right man job for Chelsea?
Still, I go back to Chelsea management. Now, let's focus after they sacked Potter.
Yeah.
He had the like of Nagelsmann coming in, Luis Enrique. And I guess it was on Twitter I saw Luis Enrique came with a laptop, prepared a presentation to Chelsea on how you solve the problem. Then what you expect is to hear either Nagelsmann, actually for Nagelsmann had said he wants for the next season. So here we are expecting to hear Enrique has been hired. And you wake up to hear Lampard'S. So now we are not hearing even Enrique anywhere. Now we are hearing Pochettino. So for me, Pochettino performing for Chelsea, I don't think it will be that easy, because let me say, judge him based on the past outcomes and results that he has produced. If we focus on the Premier League, there's a time Tottenham really shined, but they never won. So, and the problem with Chelsea, unless maybe Todd is mad, but if I see how Abramovich managed, Abramovich was that person who wants trophies. Even I don't know whether they are the last in the Premier League, but they have a trophy. Abramovich will celebrate that. So he made sure that there's something coming in.
Yeah.
But you see now this thought, I don't know. For me, I don't see Pochettino performing. If they hire Pochettino, I'll count next season the same as this season. So, yes, now I'll find a way to forget about football and focus on athletics or something, or maybe the women football.
Because nowadays Chelsea fans are posting their women football.
Yeah, the women are playing good football better than the
men still.
Definitely, we have to find something else to celebrate.
As Chelsea fans, we're under 18. Just as Pochettino is in line for Chelsea job, do you think this will be a good choice?
Okay, to me, I can't say it's a bad choice, and I also cannot say it's a good choice. Okay, with Pochettino, winning trophies has been an issue at Spurs, but when you look at the season that Spurs has been having, getting to top 4 wasn't a problem. Well, that wasn't an issue. It was good that with the top 4, you're sure with Pochettino. Yeah, they lost to Champions League finals to Liverpool, of which it was unfortunate, but he tried. But what I can say is Chelsea at this point, I don't think Pochettino is the right coach to help Chelsea. Yeah, to carry Chelsea.
We need Mourinho.
Carry forward. I don't think so.
Mourinho will go to Al Nassr. Follow Ronaldo.
So what I can say is Chelsea, the trouble that they are in, it's huge. It's huge. And we'll see. But we'll see during the pre-season friendlies how they play. Maybe they can build something with Pochettino, but to me, I don't think that was the right choice. Yeah.
Pochettino almost became Manchester United manager.
Yeah.
That one when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was being sacked and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was under pressure, Pochettino almost became a Manchester United manager. And I think nowadays Chelsea are trying to target what Manchester have been targeting, because Manchester also targeted Potter.
Yeah.
And they were there. They were there for Potter. They are there with true. Manchester United targeted Potter before we got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, before Ralph Rangnick.
Oh, yeah.
We targeted Potter and Chelsea went for Potter. Now we target also to Pochettino, and Chelsea now they are on the neck of the Pochettino. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe he will be the right man to save Chelsea.
Yeah, maybe. Just maybe.
We have a top 4 battle. Things are happening. A lot of things are happening. I hope my director, he should not give me a lot of pressure on this one. A lot of things are happening, and I don't know why people are laughing. Wow! Hey, we have Newcastle, Manchester United are 59 points. And Aston Villa, surprising, they are surprising people. Liverpool are also on the way. I know Chacha said, like, this video Chacha said that, no way, Liverpool has no chance of getting in. And tonight, also we have a game between Tottenham and Manchester United, which will determine if Tottenham are still on this list, or Manchester United are also still in this list. Who is getting in? Chacha, let's start from you. If you look those difference, because Manchester United and Newcastle are in the same points, they are 59. Manchester United have played 30 games, and Newcastle have played 31 games. Aston Villa, surprisingly, number 5. With the 33 games, they have 54 points. Liverpool, which we cannot knock out of this one. You never know what will happen with Liverpool. Klopp is a really strategic man. He can do what he did last season. He can still manage to get it. He has 53 points. Tottenham also is coming there. Another team which is underdogs here, which we cannot lock out, is Brighton. They have been really doing well. They are 59 points and they have played less games. They have 30 games. They have played only 30. Most people play 33, 32, 30. Where do you see this, John? Who is getting this one? From number 8 to number 3. there's still a chance. And it's only for 2 slots.
About this top 4. When you talk of Brighton, I don't know what you mean by Brighton in top 4. Maybe the only 2 teams that I can say one of them might appear in the top 4 is Aston Villa and Liverpool. But again, if we talk of Liverpool, yes, Liverpool has tried and has really pushed to be there. But currently, I don't know what's the problem with Liverpool. They are not really consistent. There's a time, I don't know if it was last season, they were almost out of top 4, but they had that focus to be there.
It was last season.
At that time, they were very consistent.
Yeah.
So that I don't see that consistency this season. So for me, there's no sure bet about them appearing on the top 4. And if you check also the number of matches played also is a matter. We have 32 years, and those 3 in at top 4 we have City 31, Newcastle 31, Manchester 30. So that 1 or 2 games in hand is also key. What if these 2 teams win?
True.
Or what if they are determined and they are consistent about maintaining the top 4? So that gives Aston Villa and Liverpool a notch up to be there. So for me, I still doubt, because even for Aston Villa they have played 33. Now if you compare now Aston Villa and Manchester United, you have 3 matches in hand. If Manchester wins these 3 matches, again you have to add 9 points above that. So that proves you that Aston Villa won't be in a position to take that. Maybe the only team that can be displaced there is Newcastle, because the next matches they have, I'm not so sure about them winning all those matches. Because if you check,
they have
Everton, they have Southampton,
which is today.
Yeah, they have Arsenal, they have Leeds, they have Brighton, Leicester, they have Chelsea. So maybe the only 2 teams I'm sure they will win against is Leicester, but Leicester also I can't promise. So there's some pressure here.
Leeds and Southampton, they can get it.
Yeah, there's some pressure here that Newcastle has to face. So maybe that's the team that might be displaced. And if at all it is displaced, I can't say that Aston Villa will take or Liverpool will take.
Who are you replacing if, just in case it happens?
Just in case it happens, then Liverpool might appear there. Not Aston Villa. No, top 4 is really key, and just check even on the previous, the previous tables, how it has been from previously. Like, I don't know, last season there were more hopes of West Ham appearing there.
West Ham
were thrown like that. So for me, that top 4 still maintains for teams that have been experienced. They have that experience of appearing at the top of the table. And Newcastle has not been there. So for me, I don't see Newcastle maintaining there. So, but for Arsenal, Manchester City, and Manchester United, there's that sure bet. For me, I say I'm a Chelsea fan. Maybe we don't like Manchester United. But again, to be honest, I can say there's some sure bet that Manchester United will retain the top 4. So maybe for Newcastle, it might be at that position 4, but there's no sure bet. So
just always get
there's no sure bet.
Only 2 slots, and the teams competing for 2 slots is really key here.
As much as I am a Manchester United fan, what I usually say is I usually like the game. I don't like counting games in hand. I like dwelling with points that are already there. Because with games in hand, you never know what will happen.
Especially with Manchester United.
You never know. You never know. That's why this battle is tight. It's exciting, but the teams that I see finishing in the top 4, to be sincere, I've seen Newcastle playing this season. They've been playing well, but like I said, they've been losing to these other teams like Aston Villa. You never know what they
do for next game. Even tonight, you never know what we can.
When you look at Liverpool are struggling. You can see that Klopp is focusing and he's trying to make the team have consistent results so that they can battle for the top 4 position. So the teams that I see they will make the top 4. Okay, Arsenal and City are clear. Manu will also be able to make the cut. And in this fourth position, I see it's either Newcastle or Liverpool. But with Spurs and Aston Villa, I don't see them anywhere near that top 4 position.
No. Remember the last 20 games?
Yeah.
In the last 20 games, Aston Villa hasn't even lost one.
Yeah, they haven't lost a single game under Unai Emery. Unai Emery has changed this Aston Villa side, but when you look at the matches they've played, it also counts the way Chacha said. The 33 games played, the 32 games played by Liverpool, they're less. But to be honest, the top 4, Man U, Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle.
It needs experience, of course.
And also it needs experience to finish top 4. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Even the pressure is also on Newcastle. If you see, they are not performing as they were performing at the beginning of the season. The next topic, which I think will bring us to the last topic, probably, is relegation. Things are happening in Premier League because it's becoming more entertaining in relegation more than even top 4, in my opinion, because from position 15, from position 15 to 20, anyone can go. Anyone can go, and that is a huge number. And you only have 3 people to go. That's no. Chelsea are not in this. Chelsea are not in this. Don't be afraid. Chelsea cannot go to this. If they go, I know Basil said Chelsea will go to relegation. There's a video Basil said Chelsea. Chelsea will survive. I hope so. Because we don't know anyway with Chelsea at the moment. Anything can happen under Lampard, though. But Chelsea will survive. I believe Chelsea will survive. From 15, I see Arteta from. As long as you have 40 points, Chelsea are only 1 point away from 40. So
now let me say this. Check. Is Leicester? Leicester has 29 points. So they're remaining with 5 games to play. Assume they win the 5 games, they'll be at 44 points.
44, that one means they have qualified.
And the next is Everton, they have 6, so maybe 6. I'm not sure of them winning all of those. But if they do, they will be at 36 points. No, sorry, 46.
46.
And for Southampton, they will be at 40 points.
That means they have all qualified if they win their own games.
If they all win. So maybe what I can say, I know we are waiting about Chelsea. That's where I'm going. I know Chelsea has really suffered. But if Chelsea wins 2, if they win 2 out of the 6, then they are out of that.
If they win 2 out of 6, they have qualified.
They are out of that. So I'm certain Chelsea want to go relegation. I'm very certain about that. But now for 15 to 20, there's a battle there, and actually the 3 teams there, I know they are going all of them. the Leicester, Everton, and Southampton, they are going all of them because Leicester now currently they have been performing very poorly. The Everton, the same thing. I guess the new manager has not really catched up. As well as Southampton, they have maintained the table. So those 3 teams, I see them going for relegation. In as much as there's that difference between Leicester and Nottingham being 1 point, maybe I don't know, but I see them maintaining. Nottingham might fight to retain in the Premier League. Because we don't know what will happen, but for me, the 3 teams, number 18, 19, and 20, might retain that position.
Right, Chacha, just as
mine is just short and simple. With the relegation battle, it usually goes down to the last game. It's usually very tough. When I look at this table, the only team that I'm sure of, maybe they may be relegated, is Southampton. Because with the Southampton, with the remaining fixtures that they have, it's no joke. It's tough for them. And the points that they have, they are very little. They are less. So with Southampton, I can say that they're in trouble. But for the rest of the table, the rest of the teams, anything can happen, considering that they are to meet each other at some point. So I can say about this relegation battle, the only team I can say that I'm sure of is Southampton will be relegated. But as for the rest of for Everton, Leicester, Nottingham, Leeds, Bournemouth, I think even Bournemouth are clear. I think they'll be clear soon because Bournemouth, the way they're playing their football, it's not that bad. Yes, they were hammered. They were hammered by West Ham. Yeah, but
and West Ham has good. By day, West Ham has succeeded. This one is
West Ham cannot be relegated. But when you look at the from Bournemouth, Leeds, Nottingham Forest, Leicester, and Everton, among those teams, 2 of them will join Southampton. But I'm just sure that Southampton will be relegated.
Will you be surprised this Southampton survive because they have one game in hand? This Premier League is strange one.
What game is in hand there? 32 matches. There is no game in hand.
Let us look on Southampton matches. Their next matches.
Yeah.
Today, don't forget this Southampton managed to get 3 goals against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Which was surprising.
Yeah.
The next game is Southampton. They're playing Bournemouth today.
Yeah.
Which Bournemouth is also facing the same trouble they're facing.
Yeah.
They're also fighting for it. Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. Almost the people they are facing here, I say Liverpool, Brighton, and Fulham.
Yeah.
But actually,
if they can get a performance which they got against Arsenal, do you think against all these teams remaining, they had a chance of staying?
Yeah, but I don't see them winning against Nottingham Forest, which is
I'm also sure about that.
Yeah.
With Nottingham Forest, with
Newcastle.
Fulham, and with Newcastle. And actually Brighton. Brighton is not a joke for now. So there's no
chance for them.
They have to accept and go on the championship.
They come next season.
Yeah, next if they qualify.
Which player are you picking if they go to Chelsea? If you are given a chance to take a player from Southampton.
No. Chelsea has enough players, only that you don't have a manager. So I don't expect any player. I don't expect Chelsea to buy. They are enough. So
you are not picking any Southampton player.
No. None.
Arsenal picked Ramsdale when Nini was going to relegation, and now they are benefiting out of it. You cannot even keep that their goalkeeper. It's having less people. It's better than
no, actually, maybe I can say if I was the advisor, if they are going to championship, let them go with the same team. Go fight there so that next time.
Just as you are picking somebody, can you pick somebody else on that team to come up?
Maybe I can only pick Ward-Prowse for
especially
for set pieces. Only Ward-Prowse, but for the other squad, I don't think anyone can fit.
They have Ronaldo squad there. They had a Ronaldo there. I hope all of you saw Ronaldo celebrating there.
Yeah.
So we are coming to the end of this debate. My director was really putting me under pressure, and this is not nice. Next time you should also come here and see how this one plays. This show we can do it 2 hours if you like, and we are almost 1 hour. We can do it 1 hour if you like. So Chacha, what is your last one?
My last words I'll talk about the general performance of the Premier League teams. What I can say is that anytime a team is in any competition that is a trophy, don't let that trophy go. Fight for it. Even if you have to begin, fight until the end. Maybe let me just refer to Chelsea. I know there are a lot of Champions League guys. You can imagine Chelsea was really in trouble, but still they could fight in the Champions League. They tried. And actually the way they played against Madrid, as much as they never won, but there was that difference. So for me, what I can say on the teams, fight for what is there. What is not there, leave it alone. So you fight for what is there. That is what has punished Arsenal. Maybe they could have won the Europa, we don't know. But you see now they focused on what is not there. Until now they have noticed. So I think in every competition the teams have to focus.
And do
what
your
is
best.
that until they win it or until they are thrown, but they had that passion and courage to take it.
Yeah.
How do you rate Arsenal season out of 10?
Out of 10, maybe I'll give them a 7.5. They have really tried.
Yeah, that's nice. That is interesting.
Yeah.
Just as your final words, and don't forget to rate Arsenal out of 10.
Okay, my final words are very simple. When you talk about the top 4, the relegation battle, the fight for the title and everything, the FA Cup, all the competitions, it's not over until it's over.
True.
Until we get at the
End
of the
especially with the Premier League.
Yeah. So it's not with Premier League. It's not over until it's over. That's why I usually don't want to predict or say anything about any team or what will happen, because you never know what will happen at the end of the day. And rating Arsenal, I think I'll give them a 6 out of 10. Yeah, because they've really improved when you look at the previous seasons and this season. Yeah.
To our subscribers, to those who are watching this video until this moment, I want you to rate Arsenal out of 10 in the comment section. What do you rate Arsenal performance out of 10? For me, I will give them a 7. A 7 is not bad. For what they have done, nobody expected Arsenal to be where they are. A lack of experience in top 4 race or a title race is a key for them. So rate Arsenal out of 10. Me, I will give them a 7. Let me see.
At least give a reason for your rating.
Yeah. Don't forget. Yeah, you know why I'm giving them out of your rating out of 10. And I want to say thank you if you're watching. I wish my director could have allowed us to continue, but we cannot continue. And I want to say thank you so much for your time, you guys. You too. Thank you so much for coming, for honoring this call. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate. Yeah. And to our viewers, I want to say thank you so much for your time. And until we do our next one, I want to say bye-bye. See you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.